Hello, fellow nerds, and welcome to our nerdiest thing. Today, we are live with a very special guest, author Elle Mitchell. Elle is an avid reader, daydreamer, devourer of knowledge, and author of new adult contemporary romance. Her books are both plot and spice and center around flawed, relatable characters dealing with real life issues and struggles, which may be triggering to some readers. They're messy, like real life, and emotional. She can't promise that all of her books will depict what a healthy relationship should look like at every turn. She rejects purity themes. The best she can do is promise an eventual happily ever after when it's all said and done, which I appreciate, Elle. Thank you for that. When she
Welcome.
isn't existing inside her own head and conversing with figments of her imagination, she enjoys spending time with her husband and children, traveling, hiking, and finding joy in the ordinary. Welcome back to our nerdiest thing, Elle. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm pretty sure that you're our first, like, our nerdiest thing all-star return
Yeah,
interview
our
Oh,
guest.
first.
really?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I feel so
We
privileged.
need to make a Hall of Fame or something. We're very excited that you're here. So tell us about how you ended up becoming an author. If it was one decision that you made and started working toward, or if it was a lot of little things that kind of was a long road to becoming an author. What did that look like for you?
Um, it was like kind of an accident. Like, did I always know I wanted to be an author? The answer to that is yes. But did I ever think I would actually do it? The answer to that is no.
Yeah.
So I wrote my first book, Broken People, and I just kind of let it sit on my computer for a very, very long time. Until my husband kind of was like, you should just publish it, just put it out there. And then so I finally opened it, read it again, and did it. And that was pretty much it.
And the rest
So,
is
Took the
history.
leap.
yeah.
I love
And then
that.
I
We love
never
a
knew,
supportive
I
partner.
didn't really know if I'd write anything else after that, but I did, obviously.
Yeah, and we're very glad that you did. So you describe yourself as the angst queen, which I really love. What do you love about that type of tension in your writing? What is it about angst that just really like motivates or inspires you?
I think it's just that's what I need from books to like really connect and like feel invested. Like I need that the angst and the emotion to like pull me in and for it to stick with me. And so that's what I want my books to do. And that's how I want people to feel too.
That's really cool. So it's thinking about the books that you have loved and the emotional journey that those books took you on and wanting to recreate that for your readers.
Yes.
I love that. You do a good job at it.
Thank you.
So, one of the things that we all love most about your writing is your flawed characters. And I feel like they just keep getting more and more flawed as you keep writing books. So how much of that is you just really loving to write a flawed character? And how much of that is the character like revealing who they are to you and they're just that kind of flawed person?
It's definitely just a lot of where the character ends up and where they go. A lot of it I don't plan, and that it's just kind of who they become. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just kind of their journey. This is just like how they present themselves to me. I don't like go out of my way to be like, all right, what can I do to this person?
Yeah. I need them to be darker and
Yeah,
twistier.
how
Yeah.
can I ruin them?
Well, and I was just about to ask something that you just said. So, a lot of authors that we talk to talk about the characters and kind of the stories as a completely separate thing, kind of outside their own imagination, that a character will like present themselves to them as an author. And you kind of just said something that makes me feel like that's how it works for you too, right? Like that's how the character presents themselves to you. Is that how
Yes,
you would describe
yeah.
your stories come to you?
Mm-hmm.
Do they just like pop into your head or
They just yeah, they just pop into my head and start talking to me, and then we just kind of go from there. Uh, so Maddie, her character popped into my head while I was writing A Little Unstable, and then it was Emma, her aunt, and then Ezra was later, and that's just kind of how it went.
that's really cool. I don't relate to that at all. And in my wildest dreams, I would love to write something, but then I feel like I don't think I can because that doesn't happen to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so maybe it's just not meant to be. But so
Book
tell us
characters don't
about,
trust our writing.
yeah, they're like, I'm not going to
They
talk to
probably
her.
Like, I'm not talking to
She
her.
wouldn't do me right. So since the last time we talked, you have released two books, A Little Unstable and The Pieces We Leave Behind. So tell us a little bit about those two releases, those two books.
Well, The Pieces We Leave Behind is my new one. It just came out last month, which seems crazy to say because it feels like it's been an eternity. Like, oh, I feel like I've been stuck in like a really weird time warp since that book came out. But it is a spicy small town romance. Yeah.
It's got some nice spice.
It's got some spice. It's got a little bit of darker themes, some family drama and trauma, and just kind of like a whole self-discovery thing going on.
Yeah.
A Little Unstable. That one came out in April. It is a dual timeline, dual point of view, high school versus college, when these two characters met in high school, and then they're kind of forced together again as lab partners in college and kind of like have to work through all their stuff.
Yeah. Their drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I really, really loved both of those, especially The Pieces We Leave Behind. It made me cry. I feel like your books always make one of the three of us cry.
Yeah.
If not all three of us. But that's why that we love to read them for
Yes.
the emotional journey, right? So we're gonna go into our nerdy and dirty speed round, and then Mindy's gonna give you some tough questions and some random questions. So the speed round is just quick prompts, first thing that pops into your head. Are you ready?
Ready, yep.
What is the last movie you watched?
The last movie I watched, I haven't really been watching a lot of movies. Haven't really seen a movie in a long time, but we have been watching The Wheel of Time on
Okay.
Amazon Prime, which is like it's based on a book series, and it's super good, and the show is super good too.
I haven't seen any of those. I'll have to add it to my to be watched list.
Oh, it's so good. It's awesome.
What book series do you always recommend?
There's so many of them, but lately, since it's spooky season, I've been recommending the Experiment in Terror series by Karina Halley, like nonstop. And there's so many books. They're short. There's like, I want to say like 13-ish. But they're all like short horror stories and super spooky with like a slow burn romance in the background.
Ooh, what the
Like
experiment?
goosebumps for
Experiment in
adults.
Terror.
Experiment and Terror. Yeah,
Mhm.
goosebumps for grown-ups. Is that what she said, Mindy?
Yeah, so is it like goosebumps for adults?
Yeah, so well the couple in it, it's kind of like Supernatural. The couple in
Okay.
it is like they are like they have like a TV show like Ghost Adventures. And they
Oh,
go to
okay.
these haunted places
Okay.
and investigate. So yeah.
Oh, that's
That sounds like
like,
something right up my alley.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really good.
That sounds. I'm gonna look it up. What kind of music does your main character listen to?
Which one?
Maddie.
Maddie, she now that she actually takes time to listen to music, she would love Taylor Swift and anything that has like a good instrumental ballad to it.
I love that. She'd be a Swiftie just like me.
She would.
Do you prefer plays or musicals?
Plays.
Name a food that you refuse to eat.
Meat.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh, that's funny. What paranormal power would you want to have?
Teleportation.
That would be really nice to skip all the traffic.
Go on
What is
vacation, whenever you want.
yeah. What is your favorite weekend activity?
Honestly, what I would want to do is nothing. because I never get to do nothing. So I'm going to say that like my favorite weekend activity would be like to sit and do nothing.
Yes, mine too. I feel you on that. I'm pretty sure our kids are like almost the exact same ages. So
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Mhm.
Look, mine are teenagers and in college, and they still bug me. So sorry to
Don't tell us
y'all.
that though.
Sorry, I still don't.
We need something to look forward to, Mindy.
Sorry. Yeah, they still want to talk to me while I'm reading.
Boo.
I
Yeah.
know.
What is your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
What is your favorite childhood book?
Little Women or the Anne of Green Gables series.
I love
Love
Anne of Green Gables.
Those were so good.
They're
They
so
were.
good. I need to reread those. What are you currently reading, or what is the last book you finished and loved?
The last book I finished and loved was Midnight Mated, by Savannah Lee, and it is a shifter paranormal romance.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
What do they shift into?
Well, the main character, it's kind of funny because she finds out she's a shifter and she doesn't like believe them, and they like tell her what she has to do to shift. Like there's gonna be like a special moon and like you really are a shifter or whatever, and she doesn't believe them. And she shifts into a bunny rabbit and she's pissed.
Like at least be something
But they're
cool.
like all
I know.
bears and stuff and panthers, and she's a rabbit.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's
That's
the main
awesome.
character is very funny. It's a good book.
That sounds funny. And last in the speed round, what is your guilty pleasure?
I pretty much just watch the same TV shows and read the same books over and over again.
I do
That count?
I think you and Whitney are kindred spirits.
we really are. We're basically the same person, I feel like.
That's awesome.
That's
All
pretty
right,
great.
so now we're going to move into 3 tough questions and 3 random questions. The tough
Okay.
questions, there are mostly book related.
Okay.
So we're going to start with, is there a scene that you edited out, but you really, really wish you could have kept in?
There's a scene I edited out and put back in to the pieces.
I
we
love
leave.
repurposing.
Yeah. Well, I wrote it and then I took it out, and then I had one of my beta readers read it, and then I told her that it was there and I took it out, and she was like, put it back in. Like I could tell that it was supposed to be there. And it was should I give a spoiler or?
Sure, yeah. We're a
Okay.
spoiler-friendly
It was
podcast. Sure.
when Ezra's dad kissed Maddie.
I was just thinking, I bet that's what it was. Oh, it was like, no, don't do it. Oh. I'm pretty sure I messaged you on Instagram when I read that.
You're like therapy for everyone.
Oh, that's
my
really
gosh.
funny. The book wouldn't be the same without that scene. So
Yeah,
We're glad you put that back in.
I did.
What is a super specific detail about any one of your characters that doesn't affect the story at all, but it just makes you love them?
Man, I thought about that. Well, all of them, I feel like I put little things in there that kind of came from me. One random thing that Mila says in A Little Unstable is that her biggest fear is reincarnation. And that came from me. Like, that's something that like I sit and think about and like spiral into like this weird place of fear that I can't tell you where it comes from. It's not the same as like why she says she's scared of it in the book, but just like the thought of just like being cycled back in and having no idea what happened.
yeah.
Do you do that a lot? Like put little bits of yourself into your characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. All right, so the final tough question is, which of your main characters would you rather go grab drinks with?
Evie.
That would be my answer too.
She would be fun.
She'd be the most fun.
Yeah, she would be the most fun to go grab drinks with for sure.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the 3 random questions. The first one is, what is your favorite way to relieve stress after a long day?
Reading and being alone in a quiet room.
Yes, me too. Have you ever seen a ghost or had any kind of paranormal experience?
No, but I would welcome it.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay. We'll have to you'll have to come see us and we'll take you to Waverly Sanatorium. It's a like
Okay.
yeah,
You
it's
can
like an
take her.
old abandoned. But Whitney's like, you take her.
I'll meet you guys for
Charlotte,
dinner
my
after.
tattoo stayed the night there once.
Yeah, I would totally stay the night there, but nobody
Yeah.
wants to do it with me, so. Okay, next or final actually. What is your zombie apocalypse plan?
Hide and be faster than the people around me.
I feel like all of us probably would be the one that would be like push somebody behind us.
Yeah.
Eat this one.
Yep.
All right. So, what are you writing next? Can you give us any clues of what's upcoming?
It's kind of hard to describe.
Okay. So we're just going to sit on the edge of our seats.
You're just in your edge of your seat for a minute, and maybe I'll do a trope reveal or something in a couple weeks or
Ooh.
so.
Okay, that sounds good. But
And
we
maybe
can
close to halfway done with it.
can we expect angsty flawed characters?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Do you have any events or festivals or anything else projects signings coming up?
Lit.
Yeah, less in the
Lit.
Low Country.
Yes.
See you there.
Yes, we're
Y'all,
really,
it's
really
like
excited.
less than 2 weeks away
Yeah. Crazy.
as we're recording this. That's so crazy. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Where would you prefer your readers to buy your books?
The only place you can buy my books right now is on Amazon or from me direct.
Okay. Is there one do you prefer people to buy from you directly, or is it just easier to let Amazon do it?
I have no personal preference right now. The only time that I really, want to see it on Amazon would be like that first week, release week. But it just depends on like what you want, because if you want to save on shipping, then go ahead and buy it on Amazon. I'm totally fine with it. If you don't mind paying a little bit more and getting some fun stickers and bookmarks, then buy them from me and I'll send them to you.
I like that. Okay. And can we find you anywhere online? You're on Instagram.
Instagram and TikTok.
Instagram
And kind of
TikTok.
Facebook. Like I don't really use my Facebook account, but I did recently make a group for my street team too. It's Elle's Angsty Babes.
Love it.
I'm an angsty babe.
I love that. And finally, on our podcast, what we always end with is, what is your nerdiest thing of the week? And we would love to know what your nerdiest thing of the week was. It could be book related, it could be totally not book related, whatever.
I feel like I'm doing the same thing I was the last time we did this, and I'm editing a book and rewatching Supernatural for the 25th time.
It's always good too, no matter how many times you watch it.
Yeah.
Which season are you on now?
15.
Oh.
Yeah, the end.
Yeah. When the finale aired, I did this is me before the Supernatural finale. And then this is me after. And I was like, this is me after the Supernatural. I was sobbing.
I've watched
it. I was more sad that was
I
over.
never don't cry.
Yeah. It's
I know.
Yeah. It's hard.
Even though you know everything that's gonna happen.
Yes.
But
it was so good. It was perfect for me.
I loved it too. Yeah. I know a lot of people didn't love Dean's
and
how he died.
But I loved it. I thought it
was the only way that it could have happened.
I did too.
He couldn't be beat by something,
Right. Yeah. I feel we may have talked about this the last time we were on too. I'm having deja vu a little bit about Dean and his ending, but that's okay. Well, Elle, thank you so much for being on again. We always love when we get to chat with you. We're super excited to see you in person at Lust in the Low Country. And we want everybody to come check out Elle and her angsty books. Thank you so much.
Thank you.